So other questions that you may see is you may be given a graph and you may be asked to find the equation for that graph, and they give it to you in standard form rather than in slope-intercept. So you're going to have to find your graph, your equation like we did before in slope-intercept, but then also convert those into slope-intercept so you can see which one is which. So it's a little bit of extra work, but it shouldn't be too bad. So we're going to start here by finding our y-intercept, okay, just like we did the other day. And so our y-intercept here, b, is equal to -2, which means our y-intercept is the point 0, -2. And then slope, I'm going to go from here to here. So up 1, so that's a rise of a +1, and over 3, which is a rise of +3. So I end up with a slope of 1/3. Okay, so I have a, if written in slope-intercept form, y is equal to 1/3 x minus 2. That's what I'm looking for. Now, when I go to look at these, they're all in standard form. So I'm going to have to convert each of these into slope-intercept form to find the one that matches. Okay, so we're going to start at the top. So first thing I'm going to do is subtract the x, and I get 3y is equal to -x minus 6, and then I'm going to divide everything by 3, and I get y is equal to -1/3 x minus 2. So the -1/3 takes out a. It's not a. Okay, then we're going to look at b, and so b, I'm going to subtract the x again. I have -3y is equal to -x plus 6 this time. So I'm going to divide by -3. And I get y is equal to -1 divided by -3 is a +1/3 x. 6 divided by -3 is a -2. So this matches the equation that we had up here. We do need to double check and make sure the other two don't work, just to be sure. But here when I do this and I subtract it, I get y is equal to -3x minus 2. And then here when I subtract it, I get -y is equal to -3x plus 2. And then we multiply it all by -1 and get y is equal to 3x minus 2. And so those don't work because we have the wrong slope. So C and D won't work. So B is the only answer that will work. Okay. All right. And then let's look at one more example just like this. So first off, let's create the equation in slope-intercept form, because we know that's the easiest form to use when we're going to create an equation from a graph. So I start with my y-intercept with it, which is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's going to be at the point 0, 7. Then I have to find 2 points on my graph. So I'm going to use these 2 points right here. And I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my slope is going to be a -5 over 1, 2, 3, 4, a +4. So -5/4. So when I write this equation, it's y is equal to -5/4 plus 7. So that's what I'm looking for when I convert these. So I'm going to start at the beginning. I'm going to subtract the 4x, and I end up with 5y is equal to -4x plus 35. I'm going to divide by 5, and I get y is equal to -4/5 x plus 7. So my slope here is wrong, so it can't be a. Alright, so I'm going to try it again with b. I'm going to subtract the 4x. I get -5y is equal to -4x minus 35. I'm going to divide by -5, and I get +4/5 x plus 7. So that doesn't work either because it's still a 4/5. Alright, so then I'm going to move to c. I'm going to subtract the 5x. I have 4y is equal to -5x plus 28. I'm going to divide by 4, and I get y is equal to -5/4 x, and 28 divided by 4 is 7. So this matches, but let's double check and make sure that D doesn't work. So I'm going to subtract the 5x. I get -4y is equal to -5x minus 28. I'm going to divide by -4, and it leaves me with a +5/4 x plus 7. And so that +5/4 is wrong and doesn't match my equation. So it has to be answer choice C. So a little bit of work with these, but definitely doable. It's always good to when you're going from a graph to an equation to use slope-intercept, and then we can just convert back when we go into standard form. So just give number 14 a shot. If you have questions, you can ask me, but use numbers 13 and 15 as a guide to help you out.